If you're a really dedicated expert in your field, it could be a doctor, a lawyer, somebody who you think would be amazing at trading in the markets. When they get to the markets, they fall apart and they lose a fortune. And it's because the emotions creep into things and they don't understand how their brain processes these emotions. It's a very different game.
Chris, what is the number 3 secret to building wealth using asset reinvesting?
The third secret, I think it has to do with understanding who you are, your personality types. So, for example, a lot of people never ever think about this. Have you ever heard of the Myers-Briggs test?
Yes.
So I did an article on this. I talked about it a long time ago, but I think everybody should do the Myers-Briggs. You do the quick test. It tells you what personality type you are. And I did a research report on it. There's it's like 16 personality types. And I think it's 13 out of the 16 personality types don't bode well for people managing their money. They become very emotional. They're sensing individuals. They're feeling individuals. They fall victim to emotions taking over. And even if you're a really dedicated expert in your field, it could be a doctor, a lawyer, somebody who you think would be amazing at trading in the markets. When they get to the markets, they fall apart and they lose a fortune. And it's because the emotions creep into things and they don't understand how their brain processes these emotions. It's a very different game. And so if you do this test and you realize the personality type you are, then you can figure out how your brain perceives and how it feels and how it reacts to market conditions. And to me, there's kind of 3 different types of personalities in terms of investors in the stock market. There's people who, for example, I'm an INTJ, so I'm like a introverted individual, but I'm very focused. My symbol is like I'm a scientist. So I love numbers. I like systemizing. I like testing. I like all of that stuff. So somebody like me, I can go and do this on my own. I create a system, I follow it. The more you follow it, the more comfortable, the more you believe in it. And then you just run the system and you just follow through. No matter how you feel, you just do what it says. Then there's another group of individuals that are pretty good. They just need a helping hand. They need signals to follow. They need a little bit of guidance, but they can execute the trades themselves. And then there's another group of individuals who are just way too emotional and they just need it done for them. And that's where a lot of people go to an advisor or have an auto trading strategy, something like that. So you need to figure out if you can follow through on trading or investing. So for example, if you have an investing signal from something, whatever you're interested in, but you don't pull the trigger, you're gun shy, you come up with excuses, you start looking at other people's opinions, you start to get mixed feelings. If you have that personality type, then you kind of almost need it done for you because it's going to cause major problems. So knowing who you are and what level of expertise you need to help you navigate the markets. If you have one of these 13 personality types that don't bode well, you can still do exceptionally well in the market. You can do just as well as anyone with a different type of personality that might favor it if you just have the proper support to guide you. So it's knowing who you are, really.